Selenas.
Of Tejano.
Anything for Selenas.
Anything. Just ask for Conejo. The streets know me. I got a mustache.
Do they really?
Yes, all of them. I made them all.
Sing me a song.
Which one? I made them all.
Sing whichever one comes to
I
your
need to
mind.
hear that.
You seen movies?
Sing.
You seen movies
one.
before? I'm an executive director for every movie.
Sing one.
I'm the reason why they
just
made
one.
Narcos.
Just one.
Sing
just
one.
one.
Give me 2 bars.
Any Bad Bunny song.
Give me 2
Any
bars.
Little Man.
Give me 2
Daddy
bars.
Yankee.
Give me
I
2
made
bars.
him.
At least give me a sentence.
Give me 2 bars of Bad Bunny. Right now.
2 bars. You have to understand.
You don't know any 2 bars.
You don't have to be in the studio to make these things happen. Conejo made it happen.
So let's talk about TikTok a little bit.
Oh.
How did you break out? What was that first video you did that landed thousands and thousands of likes? What was that first video?
This is gonna be a funny story. So I had done a gig for somebody's dad, right? And it wasn't supposed to go viral. Well, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna go viral. So the daughter had recorded me, and I guess someone had gotten it and posted it on TikTok. So after like an hour or two that I had finished that gig, I got people messaging me like, hey, like, you're on TikTok. Because I wasn't on TikTok yet. I was like not involved in it. I knew it was trending, but I didn't know how it works. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to jump on that. And then it was just so many people messaging me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go check that out. I went in and it was like already at 1 million views.
But it wasn't on your profile. It was on somebody else's
No, because
profile.
I didn't even have a profile. It was on
Okay.
somebody else's.
So somebody else got all those views.
Yeah. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should do a TikTok account. So I did it and I let everybody know. I was like, hey, like, that's me on the video, what y'all are seeing. I'm that Selena impersonator. And the next thing I knew, I had like 8,000 followers in one day.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I think that happens a lot with trends nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as someone hears about it, everyone goes and floods the mainstream. So if you catch on early, I mean, you have a lot of potential to get, new people
Yeah.
jumping on daily.
So what was the first video that you uploaded on TikTok?
It was actually that video that went viral. It was me singing and dancing with that person that everybody thought was my dad. I had to explain to everybody that's not my dad. But everybody thought, oh, that's so cute. Look, she surprised her dad with Selena, and I was like, no, like I'm not the daughter.
So you re-uploaded that same video.
Yes, I did.
So was it as popular as the one that was originally submitted?
Yeah, it actually gained way more than
Way
the
more.
original video. Yeah, I think we were at, I think it was 3 million, if I'm not mistaken.
3 million views.
Yeah, and the other one, the original one that the other girl had posted was like at 1 million. So I
3
overtopped
times
it.
more.
Yeah. Well, not that much. Yeah, it was 3 times more.
So what's your content on TikTok? What do you do?
So on my TikTok account, mainly I post how I make my bustiers and I recreate some Selena outfits, like the complete outfits. And I think that's what a lot of people really follow me for because, I mean, there's some outfits in the Selena Museum, but not all of them. And there's some that I try to recreate that are not there, and everybody just is amazed by that. But sometimes I do post myself, like performing and all that. But mainly it's just how I make the outfits, and I teach my followers like how to make their bustiers as well.
So this uniform, you made this one.
Yeah.
You
No,
made-
not this one. This one specifically, I did not make. I got everything for it, but I got someone from Laredo to do this jumpsuit. It took me almost 2 years to find that person.
2 years.
Yeah, because this fabric is kind of similar to hers, and the buttons are the exact same ones she also used for her jumpsuit.
So I know that you look like Selena. Can you sing like Selena?
I wouldn't say
Ovi
I
couldn't
sound
give
like-
Ovi couldn't give me 2 bars of backup. So-
Conejo can, and Ovi can't because he doesn't really hear Bad Bunny, to be honest. But hey,
he's a poser.
yeah, like I'll hear some of the songs and I'll go along with it after he repeats a couple things. But yeah, I don't really memorize his lyrics. So that's a hard one. Like that's like, give me 2, give me 2 Moneybag Yo bars. You don't hear, but there you
I
go.
wouldn't be able to do
There
that.
you go. Exactly, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. But
Give me
no,
some-
I really respect that. Especially Lori right now going live really got me off guard, So yeah, because we usually go. This is our Halloween episode for people that don't know. So we're trying to act as a character, which it's influenced and motivated by Lorena. Which being able to take and impersonate a person, and I know you've even gone, extra steps than other people, which like using the exact dances, using the exact outfits, which you mentioned you recreate. I mean, a lot of people don't go to that extreme length that you have. And that's something that I do admire. And you are my sister, and and I love it out when you go out and perform, and people see you, and some of them even cry.
Yeah.
It just reaches them because it brings them back to a moment, and her being able to dance the same way. And she has a beautiful voice, by the way. She's won first place in several tournaments, and I've gone to some personally, and it's just amazing the way she sings, and different types of genres too, right? Because I mean, what's your favorite type of genre to really sing though?
Honestly, it would be mariachi.
Mariachi.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And that's what I started with.
yeah, that's awesome. But name all the genres you could actually sing or that you like to sing.
So, okay, we have mariachi, we have cumbias, we have, what else? Like classic rock. I could do that too.
Reggaeton?
No, not really.
No.
That's
Rap, hip hop,
no.
old school hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, she's done some of my
Like
songs
kind of
before.
Some pop.
Okay,
Yeah.
pop.
Some pop. Some R&B.
So could you give your viewers some little something right now?
What would you all like to hear?
You
Well,
name
what
it,
would
Ovi.
you guys?
You name it, Ovi. Selena? I mean, she's wearing a Selena costume.
Yes, of course.
Okay, give me a song. What song?
Como la flor.
Como la flor. Okay.
Just a couple bars.
Just a couple.
Deep.
Make me cry, Lori.
Okay. I'll make you cry.
I'm crying now.
Yo sé que tienes un nuevo amor, sin embargo te deseo lo mejor. Si en mí no encontraste felicidad, tal vez alguien más te la dará. Como la flor, con tanto amor,
Woo!
me diste tú. Se marchito, me marcho hoy. Yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele.
Yeah,
I got goosebumps,
awesome. Hit
bro.
an applause for that,
I got
please.
goosebumps.
Oh my goodness.
I don't
Hit
know
an
which one it is.
applause.
I don't know
Oh
which
my
one is the
goodness.
applause, bro.
There you go.
Oh, Lori.
Hey,
I memorized it.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I got goosebumps.
And that's what I hear, because I mean, people get surprised on their birthdays, weddings, and events like those.
Yeah.
We have a lot of quinces that go around. I mean, it's just something beautiful, and when you surprise somebody with a moment of what some people idolize, it's just amazing. Which I'm pretty sure you idolize Selena.
Oh, yeah, I
especially
do.
growing up. And then you go into detail with all these things. I know you sometimes you tell me about them, about how in detail you go with even sewing every single piece.
Well, I feel like as an impersonator, it really matters a lot. I feel like the closer you get to details, it's more like I give the crowd like more of a, how would I say, like a real life thing. Like if they're really seeing Selena.
Yeah.
I've even had people tell me like they look at the back of me, like my jumpsuit. And one time this lady came up, she was like, wow, Miquita, I am sorry. Like, te voy a hacer ojo because you look like Selena from the back. It's like I'm really seeing her.
Yes. Oh my
It's
goodness.
cute.
So to me, what I'm hearing is a lot of positive things, a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that with the stuff that you're doing, you also get a lot of negative stuff and bad
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's, I think every impersonator gets that because, I mean, I know y'all have seen Selena. I mean,
Yeah.
she had the dance moves, she had the voice, she had the figure, like, she had charisma and all that. And I feel like it's like really hard. I mean, I feel like no one will ever be able to replace Selena.
Exactly.
But people, when they see like impersonators and all that, they like, I mean, not
Criticize.
everybody, they, there's always criticism. Like I've gotten like, oh, like you need to lose some of your stomach, or you need to get a butt, and like little things like that. But I think they forget the main purpose of it is like I bring happiness to people. It's like Ovi said, like when I'm singing, it's like they remember a time when they got to see Selena, because I've gotten people who told me like, oh, I went to Selena concert, I saw her multiple times, thank you, for paying tribute to her, like you got me feeling it and all that. Like I've gotten good compliments about it, so I guess that overpowers like the haters telling me all this type of stuff, because I mean, even little kids, I do it mainly for the kids. Like I
Yeah.
see the smile that I bring to them, and they think I'm really Selena and all that, and that's what really keeps me going into doing this.
So you're still doing this?
Yes. Well, currently right now I'm a little bit on break since I just got my boutique opened on Instagram. So
Wow.
I now make bustiers and all that for people who want to order, and earrings and all that. So right now I'm like busy with orders because of Halloween.
Mhm.
I guess everybody wants to be Selena.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'll be going back to it. I'll be going back to it soon.
So it sounds to
Awesome.
me that you have a passion. You have a passion for music.
Oh yeah.
Do you have like any future goals that you can share with us?
Well, I right now have been thinking of doing an album of worship songs
Okay.
since I really got into that.
That's
So
good, that's
that's my
good.
plan right now for that.
Awesome,
one.
awesome. No, that's awesome. I always say, whatever brings a passion out in people is definitely what should drive you and get you towards whatever goal you want to complete. So I hope to hear that album soon,
Oh,
and we'll bring it
God
back
willing.
here on the show. And what's the name of your boutique?
It's called Lori G's.
Lori G's. Okay,
So you can
awesome.
follow that
awesome.
on Instagram,
Yes,
Facebook,
it's on Instagram.
TikTok.
Well, actually, it's just on Instagram, but I
Okay.
usually promote my stuff on TikTok.
Awesome, awesome, cool deal.
So we're gonna drop the links for that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, awesome.
That way, if y'all want to go get your boosty caca, y'all can message me. Like, I don't know if there's a box right there. That way I can show y'all what I kind of do.
Okay,
So
awesome.
look, that way y'all can have an idea.
So there's two there.
Yeah. So I brought these two because these are the main ones that usually sell. So here's the first one. We got the Selena TMA bustier,
Oh,
and y'all give me your sizes. I got you. Even for you guys, y'all wanna
yeah,
go
that's
and show
good.
it off. See, so
Any size, right?
any size, y'all let me know. And oh, you have it upside down.
Sorry.
So there you go. These are the two iconic ones. So I usually get orders for these. So.
How long does it take you to make these?
Honestly,
Average
it would take me at least a week.
a week.
Yeah.
What's the price range on these?
So the prices are actually they vary depending on the sizes. Usually when it's a complete outfit, it kind of runs around $290.
Okay.
But it
Wow,
all
that's
depends on
awesome.
the size, honestly.
And I can see all the detail into it, and
Yeah.
wow, look
Yeah.
at the
I try
hat.
my very best.
I remember her seeing that hat.
Yeah, it actually comes with a bustier too
Yeah.
and a belt. But right now I just brought the hat just to show y'all.
Yeah. And then the exact knowledge of how it went and how it looked.
Oh yeah, I go
And-
by the magazines.
Yeah.
I'm always.
And
there
I know we've
checking
gone
it.
to the museum a couple times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool. And I mean, that's where they actually display some of the details there. But
Mhm.
you know that's awesome, man. I mean, there's different things. I went to a museum before, Elvis Presley Museum.
Oh yeah,
That's
was
way
cool.
different, right? Remember that?
Yeah. Well, we went to his house.
Oh my God, his house is a museum.
It's a museum. Yeah, it was cool.
Oh my goodness, how many people were there?
I think we were like around 30 people.
Oh my God.
And then they would still have other people waiting.
And
too.
yes, they had like trips. It looked like a movie theater when you walked in.
And
there.
where's this? I've never been there.
This
Where's
is
this?
Nashville,
Nashville.
Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
It was nice. I didn't even
Yeah.
know Elvis Presley owned so many cars.
Yeah.
Y'all should have seen all the
Yeah.
cars he owned. That was crazy.
It's it's a like I said, it's a museum. The whole like just the cars where the cars are is a museum. Where his suits are, everything's a museum. His house has like a secret room no one goes into. It's like crazy. You just want to break through security and drive in there. Maybe I should dress up as Conejo and just drive up in there next time.
Oh no.
Yeah, Conejo made this, Holmes. But no, yeah, man, that's awesome. I mean, it's cool how people could come back, and reminisce just by seeing these celebrities that they idolized back in the day. That's pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, it is Halloween, and we have to ask: has there been any like maybe like Selena coming back and haunting you? Like, hey, why are you doing this? Or like
No, and I hope not anytime soon.
But I know you're my sis, so I know you might have a scary story or two. So anything like scary that you happen, maybe like on stage or when you win something, like like how you mentioned a lady doing ojo on you. I mean, is that something you believe in? Like, hey, you know what?
Oh yeah, I believe in ojo
Okay,
big time.
so, yeah.
So what
That's-
happened? What
So
happened?
if she don't touch you, what happens? I mean, what do you what do you believe in that, or what do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're Mexican. It's like it's a Hispanic thing. We even believe in "Gara el huevo y la vamos a curar," and we feel like that's gonna take everything away. I recently posted this on my Facebook. It was a story, and it just came back. It was like, whoa, I remember this. So it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
So one time, me and my mom. Well, when I was little, I was like 4 years old. We used to go to Mexico a lot. I remember my mom used to take me a lot, and we would always go.
Back when it was safe.
Yeah, well, it was.
safer.
It wasn't safe,
It was safer.
but it was not as dangerous as it is now,
Yeah.
and I was like pretty bad. But I don't remember exactly if this was in Nuevo Laredo or in Monterrey. But I remember we were walking like in a placita, and my mom was like, "Oh, I'm hungry." So, ever since I was little, I was very cabrona. I would always run off like without my mom like seeing. She would always get after me. But one time we were in the placita, and I sat down in this place. Like it looked like it was abandoned and very antiguo. So my mom was like getting her food, and I sat down, and what really caught my attention was the smell of coffee. I just smelled coffee, and I was like, "Oh, it smells so good, right?" But when I looked back, the door was open. It was like, I remember it was a maroon door, and it was kind of open. And I looked in, and all I saw was like big bags of coffee beans and loose coffee beans. And there goes me, like, let's go on an adventure, right? So I go in, and
Typical Lori, by the way. Yeah.
typical me. I've always been like that, wandering off. And I went in, and again, didn't seem like anybody was in there, like, or the place was opened, right? But when I got in, there was like this hall, and there was like 2 doors, like on the side. But one of them was slightly opened. So I was like, let me go see what's in there, right? And I'm like, well, imagine this. I'm 4 years old, and you're like not thinking like the worst, right? Like anything could have happened to me. I could have been kidnapped or something. But when I went and I peeked through the door, what I saw was something that honestly you would never think you'd see like in person. You'd probably see it in a scary movie, right? Okay, because they, you know. But what I saw was it was a bull's head with horns,
Oh my God.
but in a man's body, and he was wearing all white, like if he was like one of those baristas, right? But I was honestly, I froze. I got scared, but the
Wow.
bull had not seen me. Whatever this thing had not seen me, and I was like, oh no! So I ran as fast as I can back outside. But when I went back outside, my mom was like, Lorena, where were you? ¿Por qué te fuiste? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here
Sounds
like
like her.
panicking. I didn't want to tell her anything. I didn't want to tell her like, Mom, I just saw something so
Wow.
scary. It was honestly creepy. Like it was like if I was in a horror movie like that.
And how old were you? When this
I was
happened?
like 4.
Oh snap! And you remember?
And I remembered. Like I really have a good memory. Like
Mm.
things come back. But as my mom took me, she was like already getting after me. She me dio un piscón y todo. We were
Sounds like mom.
walking. Yeah, we were walking out, and I had to look back, right? Because I had left the door open from that place. And when I looked back, the bull was legit staring at me from the hall.
Oh wow.
And I got scared because you think the worst. I don't want to say who I think it was because, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
man.
I saw it, and I looked to the front, and I didn't want to look back again. I just wanted to go home.
Oh my God.
And that was the last time I ever saw that thing, and it was just creepy.
Did you ever tell anybody? Like right after?
No,
You didn't tell your mom?
I didn't. That's why when I posted the
Wow.
story, y'all were so shocked. You were like, "Really?" I was
Yeah,
like,
I remember hearing something like that as well. I'm like, oh my God.
Why didn't you tell your mom or anybody?
I don't know. I've seen lots of scary things, and I just keep it to myself because I don't want people thinking that I'm crazy. Because you tell people, and they're like, "Nah, hombre, esa está un poquita loca, no, hombre."
Man.
Yeah, it
And
was weird.
And I think there's different things that come around with those things. That's why I mentioned it. I'm like, man, there's some scary stuff that go around that people don't really talk about.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember one time, I think it was it was me and mom. We were in the room, right?
Mhm.
We were in the room, and we saw Lori, what we thought was Lori, go into the closet, right?
Okay.
And we was like, Lori, get out the closet. And she's like, get out the closet. And well, guess what? Lori walks in the damn room. So I'm like, who's in the closet? No one in the closet. We just tripping the whole day.
What was she
Like,
wearing? Was she
figuring
wearing
out.
like the same thing?
We
that
just
Lori
saw
was
like
wearing?
the top of her head. Like,
But it was her head. It was her hair.
yeah, her hair. That's what we saw.
Yeah, I remember because
Yeah.
they were. I think you had gotten a computer, and you guys were setting it up in your room, but I was asleep, and all I kept hearing was them calling me like, Lorena, get out of the closet, get out of the closet, and I'm over here like, huh, like what are y'all? Why are y'all screaming at me? I'm in the bed, I'm asleep. So I remember I got up, I went to their room, and when I went in, they like legit looked pale, like white, like if they just saw a ghost. Which I think they did because it was the first thing they saw
we
me.
just saw her shadow. Like we just.
It was weird.
Yeah, that was weird, and that didn't happen often. I mean, that was some.
How old were
random
y'all when this
moments.
happened? How old were y'all?
Oh my god,
I
Lori
was
must have
small
been-
too. I was
Yeah.
at that time. I think I was like 7 or 6.
Yeah, 7 or 6 years old.
But it's because there is weird things happening at our house
that
that
house.
during that time, and it's
Yeah.
like they say. I think they say that sometimes demons like
Mhm.
they how do you call it? There's a word for it. They disguise
Mhm.
like as a human being or someone that you may know, and you sometimes don't even know it. Like that's why it's kind of creepy when kids have imaginary friends, because you like, what, you have an imaginary friend? Who are you speaking to?
Yeah, that's weird stuff. I
It's
mean,
creepy.
it's out there. I mean, me personally, I have only had like very few moments, and I'll go back with Lori even more. I think she was I want to say she was 4 or 5 years old, and you know, she had gone to sleep with my mom's. She's taking nap time or whatever. I'm out there playing games, whatever. Then my mom wakes up, she's like, "Where's Lori?" I'm like, "What do you mean, where's Lori? She's sleeping with you." Like, "Where's Lori?" So we're looking the whole house for her. I swear to you. I mean, we're looking for the whole house, through the laundry, through everything. I'm like, we can't find her. She must have wandered off outside, which is what typical Lori.
That was me.
Yeah. So we're wandering off outside. I'm like, hey, we're looking at backyard. We're looking everywhere. I'm like, we can't find her. Man, so we start panicking. Neighbors start knocking on doors. Now we have to call, we call police right away. I mean, they were about to put an Amber Alert out for her. We had Border Patrol, police, everyone came in the house to look for her.
Okay.
They literally pulled everything off the bed and everything. And, we had already, like, she's not in the house. Everyone had given up. Everyone had left from the house already.
Like I had vanished.
Yes.
No sign of me.
And where was the
No
last
sign of her.
Where was the last place that Lori was at that you know of, that you knew of?
She was laying down on the bed.
But she wasn't there anymore.
She wasn't there no more.
Okay.
And so I will ask Lori right now what she remembers about that, or if she does remember that at all, because that's a long time ago.
Well,
But
I do remember though.
You do?
I do remember. I remember my mom was reading a book and I was like next to her and I was falling asleep. And what I would do was I would wrap myself in the blanket like a burrito.
Mhm.
And all I remember was I like turned and then I fell on the side of the bed, like on the like, because I would always do that. And that's where I passed out. Like I passed out. So that's the last thing I remembered from that night.
So was she in there?
We got people that
They moved
got
the
on
bed.
top of
moved the bed.
Yes,
Okay.
everything.
And she
Moved
wasn't
the
there.
bed, everything. She wasn't there.
Well, she
We
just
couldn't
said
see
that she
her.
wrapped herself like a burrito. So whatever, like a
They
blanket
just saw
fell.
her like a blanket fell. Yeah,
and they're
I
thinking
mean,
it was a blanket.
at that time, I mean, I don't know how they could have missed that. To be honest, like I said, a lot of people came in the house. I mean,
No.
before
She would
But
have woken
people
up.
said they had actually checked the blanket and
Okay.
I wasn't there. So
Yeah,
it's like
I mean,
I
I
legit
don't see that
poof,
likely.
like
Okay,
no more.
okay.
So,
I wasn't there.
and then I didn't find her. Here's the way I found it. Like, check this out. I was already like, we were crying. Like, we thought we had lost Lori already at that point. My mom was going crazy, screaming outside, which made me panic. So basically, I'm like, you know what? I prayed real hard. I said, God, why? I started hitting the bed, and as I hit the bed, Lori pops out. Now let me tell you how she pops out. She didn't pop out in a blanket, bro. Like she pops out like on her pamper, like, or like she pops out like, holy shit! I have found Lori. I was looking down, I look up, it was there. Like I popped her like out.
In a pamper.
Just yeah, no blanket.
I was always on a
Like,
pamper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you probably went to sleep in a pamper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very likely that she could have been hidden maybe under the bed. I don't know. Maybe it could be if you look at it like that. But at that moment, it was like a crazy feeling. Like I'm saying, why? And I'm praying really hard, and she pops out like I found her. That was an amazing moment.
It sounds like Lori went through a portal or something.
Yeah, because he wasn't the
Yeah.
only one looking for me. It's like so many people went into our house to look for me.
Yeah.
Like they checked, like they legit turned that house upside down, and I didn't show up. Like nothing, no sign of me.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah. I still
Yeah.
remember. I remember
Yeah.
when I went outside and I was so confused. I had
But
just
you don't know
woken up.
what was happening throughout the whole time. You
No,
were
I
asleep,
didn't.
basically.
Like nothing. So when I went outside, the whole like neighborhood was there. We had the cops, we had the firefighters, everybody. And my mom was like, Lorena! They were already gonna arrest her because they thought that she had done something to me and that she was just making all this up. So my mom was in tears, and then the cops were like, your daughter's like right there. It was crazy.
Yeah. And guess who found her? Yeah,
You got
big
the
bro.
You got the magic touch.
I know. I got the portal. Hey, I got the portal abilities, gentlemen.
And
Ladies and gentlemen.
It makes me wonder though, if you wouldn't have done that, what would have happened?
I know. That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm
Polly would
scared
have
of.
been in that portal.
Exactly.
Man. And we asked her, like as a kid, we asked her, and she's as a baby, because she was almost a baby.
Mhm.
And we asked her, what do you remember? And she's like, I remember being like very small. I was just like very, very small. And
That's what I said,
I don't know if you remember
I don't
that.
remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she said, I remember being very, very small. I'm like, wow. So that even brings in more like, where were you?
Hell yeah.
Maybe I was the real Ant-Man. Like, beep. We shrink down.
Went to the quantum realm or
For
something.
real?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. It's like another that's interdimensional stuff, right?
Yeah.
there.
And with creepy things going around, I mean, creepy things happen. I mean, that's pretty much what I was trying to get to. Like, man.
And your mom still lives in that house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and man, it's
Any creepy stuff lately? She don't say
No.
much.
Not really. It's been very calm.
yes. Thank God. Yeah, everything's good.
Did y'all ever like throw agua bendita and have a priest? come
Oh,
and-
how many times did mom not bring her sage and open the Bible, and she was always
Yeah,
cleaning
yeah.
out
Did
the
that
house?
help?
Yes,
Yeah.
well, it helped me. I mean, I slept more peacefully at night. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You remove all the negative energy out. I mean, how many times do you not walk into a restaurant or a store and they have that on and it just brings you some peace? I
Yeah.
mean, like, it's just good energy. I think that's nothing bad about doing that, to be honest. I mean, I feel like that's something that should be embraced more. There's good smells, good energy you can put out, and I think that brings out the best in people
Oh,
too. Yeah. Okay. We all set up now?
We are all set up, bro. Okay. So this is how the game's gonna start. I'm gonna ask you questions. If you get it right, we'll go to the next one. If you get it wrong, I'm gonna shock you.
Okay.
I'm kind of scared with the whole shocking thing. I feel like I won't go.
All right. So, you ready? Easy questions. I'm kind of scared because Ovi said that you know everything about Selena. So these might be easy questions for
I
you.
mean, I'm pretty sure there has to be something I don't know.
You ready?
Okay. We're hoping so.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, an
Yeah.
update. So for those who are watching on my Instagram, I switched from TikTok to Instagram. So I'm now on Instagram, and we're about to play a game, a question game about. They're gonna be asking me questions about Selena, and if I get a question wrong, I'm gonna get shocked.
Question number 1. You ready, Lori?
I think so.
How many siblings does Selena have?
She has 2,
What are their names?
Suzette and Abraham Quintanilla.
I knew that was easy questions. Okay, number 2. What is Selena's tour bus name?
Big Bertha.
What's Selena's favorite restaurant?
Pizza Hut.
Damn. Selena's famously owned what car?
Red Porsche.
Or what?
A red Porsche.
God dang.
Oh,
When's Selena's
wow,
birthday?
of course.
Selena's birthday?
Yeah.
April 16, 1971.
When was Selena
Wow.
Day declared?
When was her what?
When was Selena Day declared? Did you know that there was a Selena Day?
Oh, I don't know that one.
You didn't know there was a Selena Day?
No,
Wow.
Wow. So you don't know the date.
I don't.
Wow.
Shame on you.
Oh
You
my
should've
God,
known
bro.
Selena Day.
Hey,
Is there what is it though? What day is
April
it?
16, 1995. It's
So wait, it's on her birthday. It's Selena's day on her birthday.
basically, yeah. It was declared in 1995.
1995.
Wow. Shit.
I should have just said her
There
birthday.
you go. We flexing now. You're learning
Hey,
stuff.
she did good. 5 out of
Hey, I got one. Let's see. Did Selena have any pets?
Yes, she did. I just don't know their names, but I know she had like 2. I think they were like
Oh my
boxers,
God. Oh my God.
and she had a
What's
snake.
her favorite dog's name? What is it?
I don't know.
I should have kept the shocker. Huh?
I know.
You don't
took
know
it off.
Selena? You don't know Selena's famous dog's name?
No.
Miguel, pick up that shocker, boss.
Wait, do you know?
Daisy.
Search that up. Google that. I don't even think that's true. I think he's just
If
making
it is,
that
you got a
up.
shock. Oh, you removed the shocker
Yeah,
already?
yeah, I thought we were done. I didn't know you.
I mean, you just fast. You finished that game in 3 minutes. You crazy. What is wrong with you?
Dog names.
You think I don't come prepared to ask Selena what her favorite dog's name is?
Let me think.
I came in a show. I came in to flex on you right now. I know a little bit.
I don't even think that's true. You honestly made that up.
I did not make that up.
You just
I don't
made
make things up
All
here.
right, here it says Chris Pettis shared a treasured photograph via his Facebook fan page of Selena posing with her two dogs, Taylor and Winnie, at their home in 1993.
You see, there's no Daisy. You legit just made that up.
No, there is a Daisy. I'll tell
There
you right
ain't
now.
no Daisy.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, it could have been in my sources. You see what happened was my sources might not. No, I know there's a Daisy out there. I'll find her.
Okay.
I'll find her. How you find Daisy?
I don't know.
Okay. Let me ask you the other question because I was reading off a paper. Selena had a pet chicken. She had a pet chicken.
No, she didn't. That
What
was
did
just
she name
invented
her?
in the movie.
What did she name her? In the movie.
Or did she actually? Oh, I think she did have a chicken.
Oh, I don't know. I know she had a pet chicken.
Oh,
What did
came
she name
prepared.
I'm
her?
trying to remember that movie scene where Marcela in the movie is getting after Selena and she says to clean up the chicken. She says the chicken's name to clean up the poop. But I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I think it's carrot.
What is it?
April. There you
Oh,
go.
there you go. Oh,
April.
okay.
God,
Okay, yeah.
you-
I had
Okay.
one more for you. I had one more for you because I had to give you them high tech questions. Selena wore a specific perfume. What was it?
Well, there was two. I don't know which one you're thinking about.
Okay.
There is the most famous one that everyone's like right now buying, the Boucheron. Algo así.
That's what it is. Yes.
Oh,
Correct
okay.
answer.
But
Awesome.
did you know there's actually another one? It's Chanel. It's an old Chanel. I'm trying to remember. There's like their names, but I know it's a Chanel perfume. I own that vintage Chanel perfume.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. It's like there's two, but nobody sees the other Chanel because it's like very hidden in her museum. It's like in a little box.
Oh.
So the other
wow.
one that's very visible is the one that everybody's buying, the Boucheron.
Yeah. That's a nice good looking bottle too. I guess that helps too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Does it smell good?
smells like viejita. It's a very
Smell like money.
yeah.
That's cool. I mean, that's more. I think also like an elegant smell too gives you more like a. I think she also wanted to break away. I think me and Miguel spoke about that. Me and Miguel spoke about that in the episode where, sometimes you're so attached to your parents and you go by what they want you to do,
Mhm.
and I think that's what she was trying to break away from. So it would make sense for her to be a more mature smell and
Oh,
trying to, be more independent.
mm.
know what, I
Well,
think
she
so-
was
I
very
think-
independent.
Yeah. Well, she became very independent because of that. I mean, I see that she was, and well, at least in the movies, and I don't know how true the movie is to real life. You would know more than I do, but from what I'm seeing is that she was kind of forced into being into a superstar, forced into
Oh yeah.
At an early age.
at an early age, which kind of made her, not really have choices in what she wanted to do.
Well, yeah, she graduated from like she didn't even get to graduate like in an actual high school. Like she did it all on the bus. That was tough.
That's
So she
tough.
didn't get to experience much of that high school lifestyle as a teenager and all that.
Yeah, camaraderie and being out with people and meeting different people. I mean, that's something that I'm pretty sure she learned for. And I guess I think it gets to a point where like, hey, how much is enough? And
Yeah.
poor she's even to this day. I mean, she's still being used in movies and series.
Exactly.
Yeah. What did you think of the new series that came out recently?
Well,
It's been a while,
It's
but
the
I know
Netflix. The Netflix.
Yeah, the one on Netflix.
honestly, I did like it. I enjoyed
Mhm.
it because, well, for those who watched the movie, I feel like we were still left with we wanted to see more, like more into detail.
Mhm.
And the movie was like obviously it's like cut like shorter, like the childhood.
You
and
can't
all
put
that.
everything in the movie. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with the series, it was more like we're gonna go more into detail of like how it all started, what Selena like had to like went through before she became the Selena La Reina del Tex-Mex. Like, so it was cool. It was nice to see how she was really into fashion, how she was very open-minded, and she always wanted to put her opinion out, like, oh, I want to wear this, because people would try to make her wear something else. She didn't feel like it was her. So like we got to see that side of her, that teenage like side of her that we didn't really see in the movie. So
Yeah.
it was something new. It was really nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And I think that's a good story, right? I mean, about people's opinions.
Yeah.
You know.
Because that's what a lot of people base themselves on nowadays. Other people's opinions.
Yeah.
No,
So Lori, I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel about that? Do you care about other people's opinions?
well, I try. I mean, I kind of do, but I try. I try my best, like
Not to read the comments.
read the comments and
Okay,
all
okay.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you. But I think that's with everything. I mean, there's always. I always say, ignore the negative, embrace the positive.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, because we go out there to see some type of acceptance, and you know, sometimes you go out and you pour your heart out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your passion. I mean, right now we're live. I mean, we're doing this. You know, off the bat. I mean, this is something that people should embrace, because not everyone does that. I mean, not everyone gives a piece of their life like that. And then it doesn't matter what you do. You can do it. You can do it. You can perfect it to the every smallest detail, and people will always talk.
Yeah.
People talk. I mean, that's what it is. Especially with social media now, and everyone.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, it's intense. And I mean, but it's also a good way to connect with people.
Yeah.
Right. So you just have to utilize it the right way, and not get too down on what people say, because at the end of the day, they're not in your shoes. They're not doing what you do. I mean, people take extra steps to accomplish the things that you have accomplished. And I see you grinding, and I see you doing different things. And then I'm very happy to see your boutique. I mean, it's
Yeah.
shining. I mean, people love
Thank
that.
you.
People love that. And not everyone does that. I mean, not everyone takes the time to do that. So
It's hard for somebody
Yeah.
to do something they love.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
like we talked about the last episode, where we come from Mexican parents, you kind of
Mhm.
have to be what they want you to be. So I don't know, Lori, did you have something like that? Did you feel forced? Like, was your mom forcing you to sing, to do all this stuff that
Well,
you didn't want to do?
actually, my mom actually was thinking the opposite. She didn't want me to be a singer,
Ah,
because since she was a singer herself, she got to see like how it was for a female singer, and she said, like, in her own words, like, it was tough, like, just because you're a girl, the like, I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know that the music world back then was more like men,
yeah.
Yeah.
like, we're
You're right.
taking over.
You're
So
right.
it was kind of rare for a girl to take over, and if she did, like, she had to fight for that spot, just like Selena did. Like, we go back, like, she was a Tejano artist, and it's like, oh, you're a girl, like, you can't make it. Oh, so my mom got to experience that
Yeah.
era too, like, during that time. So that's why she always told me, like, no, I didn't want you to be a singer. When I found out you were a singer, like, that's the least thing she wanted for me to do. So she always took very good care of me either way.
So you
Good.
wanted to become a singer.
Yeah, I honestly do enjoy singing. I love performing. Like, once I'm performing, it's like,
That's your passion.
that's my passion.
So what are you gonna do to elevate that? Because I'm pretty sure your future plans isn't to work a 9 to 5 job. Your
No.
plans are bigger. Your plans are way bigger. So do you ever set the time to say, okay, let me write down my plans. These are my goals for the year. This is what I want to do with my life. Have you ever kind of thought about that?
Well, I have, but at the same time, like, I always said, I was stupid when I was like, I want to be famous. I want to be a famous singer. Like, I do. I love it. I love it. But at the same time, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Because once you're famous, it's like everybody knows about your life now. Like, you can't have anything
No
to
privacy.
yourself, no privacy. So I really do want it, but at the same time, I ask myself, do I really? Like, because if I do, because I'm a very private person.
Mhm.
Like, I keep a lot to myself, so it's kind of scary to think that like, my dream that I want will end up like, sorry, but you can't have that.
Yeah.
Like, people need to know more about you. Like, so I don't know.
Yeah. There are a lot of sacrifices that go into
Yeah,
that.
it's a lot of sacrifice.
But I think right now with what you're doing, I mean, I think you're just steadily growing. I mean, your business is growing. I mean, there's definitely a market out for that. And I mean, I see you doing big things with what you're doing now, and I think you could branch off to even bigger things later on. Just all it takes is what you want to do. I mean, that's pretty much what it comes down to. And I mean, you got the voice,
Hmm.
and you got the passion for it, and I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
And that's all it takes. It's all grind, right? I mean, that's
all
what it
grind.
is.
I
Everything
like
going
that.
on.
Well, we have different insights because me and you, we
Mhm.
think alike. But now that we have Lori here, we can have different opinions.
Yeah.
Me and you agree on a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
how does Lori feel about keep a certain image? You got to keep a certain weight. You got to keep a certain something to have everybody happy. How do you feel?
At times, but then I'm like, you know what? I should just be happy with myself as long as I'm happy.
Of course.
Not caring about what other people.
Yeah, I try not to because nowadays, like people really bring women down a lot. It's
Yeah.
been happening. I've been seeing that,
Mhm.
and it actually like has us girls thinking like, oh, like, do I really need to lose weight? Wow, am I really that fat?
Mhm.
Like, oh, like I have to have a degree for this just so I can like gain this attention. Like, I think now we are now. Well, I'm speaking for myself actually. Now not
Yes.
we, but I personally am like now have to be like, oh, like, should I really do that? Like I question myself,
Yeah.
but then I have to remember. I was like, you know what? No, like I'm gonna do me, like not listen to anybody else. And I feel like
Exactly.
that's what a lot of girls need to like now, like how do you tell themselves that, like, no, you know what? I'm perfect the way I am.
Exactly.
Instead of trying to change for other people, you know?
Yes, for other people's eyes.
Yeah.
You got to be
Yeah.
happy with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's key right there. Being happy
Exactly.
with yourself.
Exactly. And this has always happened
Mm.
before.
Well,
Now it's
more
amplified.
now,
Everything's
more now.
amplified.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
it's
now everything's amplified now.
Everything.
It's global.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to say is always happened with magazines, with the models and all that stuff going on. I mean,
And
that's always happened, that image where, a woman has to be a certain image.
The reason why I think it's amplifying now is because of social media, Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook,
exactly,
TikTok.
exactly.
Everybody wants to be a model. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to get them likes, them
And-
views.
And with those filters I was talking about, I mean, you could
Filters.
possibly do that. That's the truth. I mean, every profile picture should look good. Yeah.
Lori, what do you think about men using filters on their Snapchats? and
Well, I mean,
Instagram?
I guess you, since you guys can't put on makeup, you all have
That's
no
cool.
other
That's a
choice.
that's a good reason. Yeah, that's true.
Me and Ovi discussed this, and Ovi was saying it's a little weird for males to have.
No,
little,
I was saying I just don't do it. I don't.
in your
personally-
opinion,
Yeah.
you don't do little puppy ears and little
Yeah.
things like that.
I mean, it's to each his own for sure. I'm just saying, me personally, like I wouldn't be out doing that personally, but I know
Mhm.
I could see how other people could get reactions doing that.
and that's what
And that's all Facebook is, or Instagram is reactions. Get reactions.
That-
So yeah, I mean,
that's where I disagree with you a little bit because I think I told you I've used those filters.
Yeah, yeah,
the
You
puppy
have?
Hell yeah, the little puppy filters and
okay,
stuff. back
that's
in the day.
good.
But what do you think, Lori?
I think I gotta find that picture. Oh, Lori.
I don't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, it's a trending thing.
What do you
Yeah.
What do you think about the duck lips?
Okay, now that was kind of.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
That's
that was
scary. Hey, there's some
Okay.
filters that are scary. I'm playing with my kids. I'm on FaceTime from work, and they get on some crazy filters, man. I'm like, hey, I don't want to see you as a zombie, half dead, your eye falling out. I mean, you're
turning into a
3 years
unicorn.
old. What are you talking? What are you doing? Yeah, those filters should be censored for the little ones. I'm saying that. But it's cool when they put a background and they're like in a ball pen and stuff like that. I mean, those are cool. I like those. I have fun with those sometimes. I'm in the moon with the kids. I was like, hey, look where daddy's is. Shows a carnival in the background. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. When I'm at work, I play around like that with the kids. But yeah, I mean, filters are cool. We could probably put a filter back here, man. We'd be in a skyscraper or something like that.
Be in space.
Yeah, outer space. That's cool, man. That's cool. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things going on now. And I think a lot of these filters and things that are push is for the same reason. Keep self-esteem high from a lot of toxicity that comes around.
There's a lot of bullying too. Did you
Yeah.
face any bullying, Lori?
Oh, every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Like how bad? Like really bad bullying?
No, it's pretty
Like name calling,
mild. Like, well, and mainly body shaming.
body shaming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
big right now.
that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So
But it's mainly body shaming.
Body shaming.
Wow. And that's just ridiculous nowadays with all these things going on where, like I said, everyone has an opinion now, and a lot of people that are body shaming ain't too good themselves. If that's perfectly true to be
Yeah.
saying, that's fact. And for the people to be going out and bringing people down that are, bringing joy to other people, doing their passion, doing what they love to do. I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of these people just want to bring you down,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and God bless the ones that don't, right? But at the end of the day, You have to embrace the positive, ignore the negative, and keep on going. And I think when you do as much content as you do, I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna hear something negative every single day. Obviously, there's some people that hang on to certain memories of Selena or met her personally that will say, "Oh, maybe this or that," or people that don't even know anything about it would just shine in because now everyone's an expert, right?
Yeah.
I mean, um, me personally, I've always been naturally big, so I've gotten always through body shaming, even through other people. Like, hey, yo, I was the last one getting picked in the soccer game, But at the end of the day, I mean, all you have to do is just better yourself. Use that to make you stronger. Maybe I wasn't athletic, but I used my talents the way God gave them to me, and I use them in other ways, which I continue to do that. So, I mean, that just has to bring you to a better stance. At the end of the day, I think you just want to be healthy. I think that's the best thing. Be the most healthy you could be. I think healthy is wealthy, and I think that's what everyone should stand by.
And I'm not sure how true this is, but if you think about all these bullies, all the people that used to bully you back in middle school or high school, where are they now? Are they really all that? Are they not all that?
Well, I don't know. I know many of them are not any models or anything like that.
Yeah. So it makes you think it's probably karma working in karma's ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think about karma. You can't be doing all this negative stuff and expect positive stuff to happen in your life.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah, it's true. And I think it goes back to what we were saying before about being shy. And I wanted to show your redness and the defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So it goes to a point where, like, you asked me, like, where do you see them now? I mean, I don't see them. I was at a point in my life at a very young age where I had a tunnel vision. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I was a hustler at the time. I was trying to get myself up there, trying to make nothing out of something, right? So those people were like not a part of my tunnel vision, so I don't even recognize who they are or hear them at all. To be honest, in complete honesty, and that's kind of like the mindset I have now is like, if they ain't part of my goal, if they ain't gonna benefit my life in any single way, then I don't need them. I mean, I just literally cut them off completely.
Te guachamos.
Yeah. And I have a very bad memory, to be honest. I'm more like a face person.
Same.
So like, I recognize you. It could have been like 12 years ago or 20 years ago, but I recognize you. But I wouldn't know his name, the conversation we had. I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same question. I'll ask you, Ovi, first, since you've been talking a lot. What is one, if any, memory that you have from elementary, middle, high, of a bullying incident that you remember to this day? And that moment may have been that moment, that it's a highlight because you think about it and it fuels you up and it gives you all that energy to make that person look wrong. Do you have any memories of that you just remember right now?
Wow, that's a good question.
I do. I remember.
I'll make you think about it. I'll make you think about it.
So I remember this time I was the new girl in 5th grade. And one time there was this other girl. She was way taller and she actually looked older. But I don't know why she just didn't like me. And every time I would walk into the classroom, she would always insult me. Like she would call me, oh, la India, la India. Oh, she would call me the B word. And I would always be like very confused as to like, why is she insulting me, right? And it was numerous times that she would always like want to insult me, like, or like just pick on me to make me look bad, and all the other kids would laugh. But I remember I told my mom, I was like, Mom, there's this girl, she's been bullying me. I haven't done anything to her. She's already told me this and that. My mom has always been like, no, vámonos. So there we go to the principal's office. And they ended up getting after her. She came out. I saw it. I witnessed her. Because she was all mean. Like, she was very tough. She came out of that office crying. She had to apologize to me. But I remember I was super young, and I always took things to heart when I was small. Like you tell me something and I'd start crying. Like, so why are you mean?
That's one of the memories that you remember the most. Like,
yeah, the youngest.
Have you seen this girl?
Yes. Recently she bullied me again. Recently, and we were good like through the whole entire, because I obviously like went to middle school and high school, but recently last year she was already telling me off. It was because of political stuff, right? I'm not gonna go into that, but she was like, she was
A
Her-
different candidate.
Yeah, different.
Okay. Okay.
Her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was somehow related to that candidate,
Okay.
and I was hoping this candidate, and she was like already telling me, like, oh, you don't even know, and I was like, not again,
She
not with
stands
you
by her
again.
man.
Yeah, so I just blocked her. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. This
Yeah,
goes back
that's the best thing to do.
too much throwback.
Yeah.
So no, but
Okay, that's
What
cool.
about Ovi? You think of one?
Oh man, me. Oh man, I think the one really hurt being chosen last in a soccer game. I really hurt. I really wanted to play soccer, man, and there was a lot of kids, and I was chosen last. And I had to be goalie too, so I couldn't even lose some weight, man. I couldn't even run around. So yeah, that's about it. But I mean, there's little things and little comments that I might have heard along the way, obviously. But man, to be honest, to be more impactful was that really.
Mhm.
I mean, like, now I got to be better. If I can't do this, if I can't be out playing soccer, what am I gonna do? And you know, I chose different paths. I mean, that was impactful to me, and I think that's what happens. I think she said it perfectly. Is as a kid, you're impacted a little bit more. You know, I think so. I think once you grow up and you know you build some walls around you, and you know you, like I said, get either tunnel vision or like my crazy bud, like grinding everyone out. I mean, you know, everyone has their own ways to deal with these things.
And back when we were little, haters were like, you know, they'll body shame you or make fun of your
Yeah.
facial features and stuff.
Mhm.
But nowadays, when we're a little bit older, now we get shamed on what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good to have hate because I think hate gives you that energy. If they ain't hating on you, then it means you ain't doing something good.
Yeah.
In my
Exactly.
opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
that's a good point.
Yeah, look at Jenny 69. Right? I mean, we
Soy
talked
la
about it.
69.
There you go. You can say it. I mean, I couldn't do it last episode, man. Damn.
I tried.
Yeah, you did.
tried.
You did. That
I
was a good
mean,
try. I liked it.
Well, what me and Novi got to do is start writing some songs for Lord.
That's true.
That'd be dope. I think
Hey,
that'd be
you,
dope.
hey, you need
Dun,
someone.
dun,
You need
dun.
someone for the
corridos,
album.
Some corridos.
Play someone
Oh
else.
no,
Oh wow.
I don't see myself doing corridos.
Wow.
I think that'd be dope. Some
Well,
Jenny Rivera type stuff.
okay. I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I don't think you know.
hey,
Jenny
Lori
Rivera.
got different genres, man. She can do
Exactly.
everything. So, but yeah, man. I don't know about writing a corrido, but you know, I'll help. I'll help
Tejano.
her
How
do
about some
some of that.
Tejano? Some Tejano.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
we'll
little
some
better.
Tejano.
Okay.
I roll with that one.
We'll write some Tejano.
Okay. Let's do it. Oh man, it's crazy. But yeah, man, if the album's coming in, man, why not? I mean, why not? We could get it together. We got the studio here, so we could definitely put something together for you. I mean, that's cool. I mean, you know, again, Lori, thank you so much for coming over.
No, you're welcome.
I mean, you were more than awesome.
Thank you for having me.
You know, it's this is our Halloween episode, so we're happy Halloween to everybody. Be out there, be safe. I mean, we came in, you know, it's crazy because that's why we kind of wanted to invite you to this episode, right, Miguel?
Yeah.
It's more like being someone else,
Exactly.
you know, for a day,
For a day.
you know. Now, I think we've talked about these type of questions before, and I'll ask Lori right now, but who would you want to be for a day? Like,
Who would I want to be for a day?
like just, you know, just for a day.
Like famous person?
Yeah, like that's if we're gonna take someone's complete life.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
for one day, just like man, be this person.
It could be anybody.
Anybody.
Fictional.
I mean, I prefer someone real. Like, I mean, someone you could dress up. Oh, you can dress up as someone's fictional. So yeah,
okay.
like,
Dress up.
like Halloween. I mean, take a character on.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you know what? I'd want to dress up as one of those the Squid Games.
Oh,
The
no.
Really?
ones with the triangle and the squares and stuff.
Okay, that's a good costume. You
Yeah.
want to be one of those
I wanna
guys
be one
though?
of those.
That's scary.
For Halloween.
Oh, for Halloween.
That's
no.
what you're asking, right?
Yeah, I know, but like a person you want to be for a day, like act like them, like you know. Does that make sense? Like impersonate them, like the way Lori impersonates Selena.
I feel you. I feel
You
you.
know?
Oh, Maluma.
Peewee.
Maluma. I feel like Maluma's your answer for everything,
For
and
everything.
it's
That's my
crazy.
go-to.
Maluma, baby.
And Maluma's performing, right?
Yeah.
Recently.
He should be here pulling up shortly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll be coming in next. He's our next guest.
Lori, before we go, I like to give value to the show.
Mhm.
What's one thing that you want to tell people out there who have a passion, but maybe their family doesn't allow them to, or they don't know where to start, but they have a passion? What would you want to tell them to break out, to follow that passion? What's one word of advice?
Honestly, just do you. One thing that I know that stopped a lot of people is fear. But if you stay fearing, like your passion and what other people think, and you start caring about what others think, then that's just gonna honestly throw you back more. So I'd say, you know what? Do it, because we're only here once, and we have to take advantage while we're still here, make a lot out of life. Like, there's a lot of opportunities out there, so don't let anything stop you.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Thank
Peace
y'all.
out, guys. Happy Halloween.
Love you.
Happy Halloween. Stay safe.